So it's May 2023 right now as we record this video. And exam season is underway. It's right underway right now. And I'm telling you that if you're watching this, you are doomed to fail your exams this year. Yeah, so I'm really sorry to say that, but you are doomed to fail unless you practice past exam papers. So you're preparing for exams this year, which means you should be preparing for them by practicing past exam papers for your subject. So, as like an analogy, you wouldn't prepare for your practical driving test by sitting at your desk preparing for a theory test. You wouldn't prepare for a 100-meter sprint race by doing a marathon, loads of marathons. You prepare for that by doing a 100-meter sprint. So you don't prepare for an exam, whether it be in science, maths, whatever it may be. You don't prepare for an exam by not doing exam papers. So yeah, of course you want to do your revision cards and your notes, and you want to write down your formulas and just make sure you know the formulas that you need to know. But ultimately, you're sitting exams. You need to be practicing exam past papers. And the key thing is, as I've highlighted here, in exam conditions as well. So why is it important to be doing that? Obviously, because of common sense, you're preparing for an exam, you should be practicing exams. But why else is it important? Yeah, so it replicates the real thing. So you're replicating the exam scenario. Now, obviously, you're not going to get the exact same questions in past papers that you're going to get this year. Obviously not. But you may get similar questions, very similar questions. They do exam boards, AQA, EdXL, OCR. They do like to repeat questions, or at least change the numbers in questions. So it's good to practice past exams because sometimes they do replicate very similar questions. You also get experience of timing yourself, doing exams under time conditions, putting yourself under that exam pressure of feeling that you're timed and you've got a time constraint to deliver as many marks as you can. So it replicates the real thing as much as possible. It gives you confidence to see what you can do. So a good thing about past papers that people find is that you can actually see what topics you're good at, blaring you in the face. You can see the topics you're getting marks at. You can see the questions that you're finding relatively simple. And it also allows you to see the areas of weakness. So what are your areas of weakness? What are the questions that you're dropping marks, or what are the questions that you don't have a clue how to start such question? And what questions are those type of questions that you're struggling with? So it's great to see that. Now, if you are starting past papers for the first time and you're finding out that you're not doing well at all, again, that's a good thing because it shows you that you need to practice more past papers and that you don't know what you should know. So it tells you that you need to do more revision in that subject, and it tells you that you need to learn your key definitions. So learning your definitions is really key for any subject. Learning those key definitions in your subject, learning the formulas that you need to learn, and understanding the process. So especially in a subject like maths, for example, which is my subject. Obviously, you can see from my channel that my name's A-level maths tutor. I'm an A-level maths tutor. So learning your definitions and then actually putting that into practice with real questions is really, really important. Because if you don't know your stuff, if you don't know your definitions, then you're not going to do well in the exam. So knowing your definitions first really helps you. So exam papers help you see what definitions and what facts you don't know, and then you can go off and learn those definitions, and then you can come back and do another past paper and make an improvement, make an adjustment from there. So it's really important you're practicing these past papers, because if you don't, you won't do very well in the real exams. So yeah, if you do not practice past exams, you will not do well. You will not do well, or you will not do as well as what you should be able to do, because at the end of the day, practice makes perfect, and the more practice you get, the better you will feel, the more comfortable you'll feel, the more confident you'll feel in the exam, because you've replicated that exam scenario as much as possible. So you're going to be numb to the experience. You're going to be like, well, it's just another past exam paper that I'm doing here, when you're actually sitting the real thing. So exactly that. So just do your past papers. I know we're under exam season. Well, we're in the exam season right now in 2023 right now. So make sure you are doing your past papers, but also if you're watching this in future years, 2024, 2025, so on and so on, do your past papers for these exams, because if you don't, you will not do very well, and you'll get a disappointing grade. So it's really important you prepare for exams by doing exam papers.